a lot of kids activities, and I believe there's a trail around the lake, so that's where I'm going. Well, good morning everyone. So I'm here at Mirror Lake. It's a great place to go biking because the path is pretty wide. It goes through the greenery, very scenic and flat. So it's just easy peasy, roly-poly. Especially here in Anchorage, it's amazing. I wish I had a bike because this looks like an awesome trail to be on. These particular ones look really interesting, but apparently they're poisonous, so just gotta watch out for those mushrooms that look really bright and colored. Be careful. What I heard from one of the locals is that if you look underneath, you see those kind of gills, then you know that's poisonous. So just gotta make sure that you don't eat those mushrooms that have gills, and if they don't and they're nice and smooth underneath, then supposedly they're safe to eat. But again, do your research. I don't want my viewers to get sick. Today is the Alaska State Fair, and I guess a lot of families are going there. It's a huge event, and for that reason I think that's why it's so quiet here around this lake. I would imagine this place will be really busy on a Saturday, and the trail that I'm on is actually for bikes, and for that reason I'm really lucky that there's no one here today and they're all out enjoying the State Fair. In addition, there's the Greek festival happening, and I went there yesterday and it was totally packed, so I couldn't even go and have my Greek coffee. And you got these ribbons on the trees, so it's a marker. And no, it's not me putting pink ribbons around to find my way back. I am walking on a trail, although it looks like I'm walking in a forest. Different colored mushrooms and this thick forest that I'm walking in. It really feels like I'm gonna come across some Smurfs, but hopefully no little people. Now, if you have read about little people, these are stories in Alaska Native cultures as well as Irish and other civilizations have talk about little people, and apparently they're not so cute and nice, and they steal little kids and play a lot of tricks on people that are in the forest. So I definitely don't want to come across any little people, but I would love to come across Smurfs, except for Grumpy Smurf. the more difficult trail, and I see bigger mushrooms. Look at these, huge. They're as wide as my hand. Okay, so now I'm really lost. I've been going across these various easy trails, difficult trails, and there are a few other names to these trails. And while I know I'm not really lost, if I want to go right back to where I was, it's going to be pretty difficult. So I think I'll have to try to backtrack. So here are the gills that I was talking about. That's some mushrooms. And if you find, that means they're not edible. So definitely was not running away from a bear. There's no such thing as you can run away from a bear because bears are extremely fast, and you see all these signs and people tell you that if you come across a bear, just gotta silently walk backwards, and that's if they haven't seen you, or if they've seen you, just show that you're pretty tall, so you raise your hands, both hands up, so you seem really tall for the bear, and then walk backwards, or be as quiet as possible, talk softly. And apparently bears may rush towards you, but it's usually not really to attack you. It's a fake attack, and then they stop when they get close by, so you gotta hold your ground. Luckily I haven't come across one, and it's easy to recite what I've read, but in reality when something happens like that, you don't know how you're gonna react, especially if it's so close and if it's charging towards you. Yeah, so I really don't look forward to seeing any bears, but I've definitely done all my research and read about what to do, what not to do, just to have it in my mind, because there's no point in being surprised and not knowing what to do. So I'm back again on this flat path. I'm curious to see where this leads, and if it goes around the lake, it's even better for me. And look what we got here. I'm therefore not lost anymore. This really isn't a difficult or trail, and the signs around, there's no way you can get lost. I was just too busy filming and not paying attention to which paths I was taking.